I was going crazy and nearly losing my mind trying to figure out why no one was responding to my clients' cold emails. And then I made this one simple tweak and it generated my client over $500,000 in revenue. And here in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly what I did. And if you stick around all the way to the end, I'll actually give you away the exact script and tweak I made so you can use it within your own business completely for free. So let's go ahead and dive in and I'm gonna explain everything. So to give you some context on exactly what was going on, I need to paint the picture a little bit. Now the company that I was working with was a cybersecurity company. And they were targeting two types of industries, nonprofits and the construction space. All right, and at this point, I had probably sent about 10,000 emails and I had booked a whopping 0 meetings. And at this point, it had been about 2 months. So I was struggling to book any meetings and I had no idea what to do because I was trying all the traditional advice that you see from cold emailing, right? Hey, use case studies, talk about a outcome, which this stuff is all, foundational stuff and fundamental stuff, but within industries that are super saturated, like the cybersecurity space and how most industries are leading towards just because of AI and automation, where it's harder to stand out, you can't just do the same thing as everybody else. It came to me that what I need to be doing is providing value in some form of way through the cold email and providing them something that they could actually do. And so me and my client were brainstorming some different ideas in terms of what we could actually, provide to these folks that would entice them to want to do a meeting with us. And one of the things that we were able to come up with was a vulnerability. Now, I might spell this wrong, so don't judge me here, guys. I'm not known for my spelling. Audit, right? And this vulnerability audit, we were going to offer for free. And we were asking people to hop on a meeting with us, and we would, do a free vulnerability audit of their company, and they'd be able to see all their vulnerabilities, and we would do it as a free analysis. And I thought, boom, this is it. This is what's going to hit. And to my surprise, I sent out another 1,000 emails with this, and I got a whopping 0 meetings. And I was baffled. I was like, how? I'm providing value to folks. I'm giving them something with a vulnerability audit that's free, and I'm still booking 0 meetings. And so it was this one game-changing tweak where I went from booking 0 meetings for my client to booking 30 meetings a month. And what was it? Well, I packaged the offer differently. I still provided value, right? I was providing value, but I packaged it differently. Instead of asking people to hop on a meeting where they could just use my vulnerability audit, I actually reached out to these folks and I asked them if they wanted to be part of our beta test users for this vulnerability audit. And so instead of saying, hey, we're going to give this to you for free, we're saying, hey, we saw you on LinkedIn. We think that you have a great profile and you would be a great IT executive to actually beta test our tool and be able to provide us feedback on what you think about it. And this one small tweak went from booking 0 meetings to 30 meetings a month. I couldn't believe it. And this was one of the things that changed my mindset towards cold email forever. And it all came down to this principle here, ego. It's something that we all have. And as marketers, we can actually use this ego to our advantage, and especially people that are in C-suite executive positions or managerial or directorial positions, this is gonna work great. So instead of just asking people to hop on a discovery call and use the free vulnerability audit, we appeal to their ego by saying, hey, would you be part of our beta test group where you'll be able to use the tool for free and you'll be able to see your vulnerabilities within your system, and you could also provide us feedback on it. And so we were able to book 30 meetings a month using this ego-based campaign, and it was with that just one small tweak. And so what I want you guys to take away from this is how can you start to package your offers differently, and how can you use ego to incentivize that? Think about when you get a gift, and I always use this analogy because I think it's the best analogy to use when explaining this. When you get a gift, if someone just puts it in a plastic bag, you're going to think, okay, this person didn't put too much effort into actually preparing this gift for me. But if you put a gift into a nice, neatly wrapped bow, and you put it inside a beautiful box, and you wrap it with wrapping paper, and you make sure you clean the sides and it all looks clean, and then you give the gift, that person is going to think, wow, this person put way much more thought into this gift, and they're going to find it more valuable. I always think about that packaging metaphor whenever I'm thinking about offers. And so you may be asking, well, what if I'm not in cybersecurity space? How can I go about applying this methodology? Well, step 1 is provide value, right? Whatever you're doing, especially in cold email, when you're reaching out to someone who doesn't know you, it's going to be very, 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 very hard for you to book a meeting with them if you're not providing value, especially if you have no brand or if you don't have the brand of a McKinsey or a Bain. Second thing that you want to do is you want to package it creatively. Because nowadays, there's so much AI, there's so much automation that you have to be standing out within people's inboxes or within people's messages. And so you always have to be thinking about how can I package this creatively and how can I stand out from the rest of the market? And step number 3 is appeal to ego. So whatever way you can go about appealing to ego within your cold email or your offer is going to get people on the phone and get them interested into what it is that you do. Because this basic principle can go across any industry. And so that is what I will leave you with, guys. These 3 steps here. Make sure to go and implement this and get those results that you're looking for. Now, I did mention that earlier in the video that if you did want to receive this exact script that I used to actually book these meetings for my clients, I will be including that in the description for you to be able to go and receive. So go to the link in the description and click it, and you'll be able to get my exact script that I used for this client to generate over $500,000 in revenue for them. Now, if you did have any other questions and you want to see exactly how we can potentially work together, also be a link in the description for you to be able to book a call with me where we can map out what a growth strategy might look for you in 2025. But other than that, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in, and ciao, ciao.